To unlock the x out of the logarithm, I need to convert this from logarithmic form to exponential form. That will unlock, excuse me, this x. What do I mean by that? What base is this? What base is it? E, thank you. And I'm raising it to what power? What is the exponent? 6. A log is an exponent. So it becomes 3x equals e to the 6th. E to the 6th is just a number. It's an ugly number, but it's just a number. Solving for x, I get e to the 6th over 3, which ends up being about 134.476. Natural log of x equals -2. All of these are in base e. All of these we will be unlocking the logarithm using base e. X equals e to the -2. And on your calculator, e to the -2 is about 0.135. 16. Natural log of 4x minus 1 equals 36. All of this stuff, excuse me, all of this stuff is having the logarithm taken of it. So to unlock it, we need to take 4x minus 1 equals e to the 36th. Now I can add 1. 4x equals e to the 36 plus 1. Divide by 4. And I get e to the 36 plus 1 over 4. And that equals approximately 1.078 times 10 to the 15th. If you are struggling with scientific notation, I suggest Khan Academy. Khan Academy, huh? Yeah, and Google scientific notation. And actually, if you're in chemistry class, I saw a chemistry class doing scientific notation today. 17. The natural log of 2m plus 3 equals 8. Again, all of this is in parentheses, so I can go right to 2m plus 3 equals e to the 8th. Subtract 3. 2m equals e to the 8th minus 3. Divide everything by 2. E to the 8th minus 3 over 2 equals approximately, in 1488.979, I do believe. 18. Natural log of t minus 1 squared equals 3. Now, I told you to be careful here that you can't have any values that are going to make you take the logarithm, natural log or whatever, of a negative number. Regardless of the value of t, what happens once we put a value of t in? We subtract 1, and then what do? Square it. Will we ever get a negative number inside our logarithm then? No. So this is a situation where we need to be looking for two answers. Because what I'll say now is that t minus 1 squared equals e cubed. T minus 1 equals plus or minus the square root of e cubed. T equals plus or minus the square root of e cubed plus 1. And the two answers, the positive square root of e cubed plus 1 is going to be 5.482. And the negative square root of e cubed plus 1 is going to be negative 3.482. I know it's confusing as to when you're going to get 2 and when you're not going to get 2. You've got to look at and see, is it squared? Can I handle the negative number here? Gabby? All logs. You cannot take any log of any base of a negative number. What's making us use the positive and the negative is this number right here. Not true. We can probably go back and find 1 or 2 problems where we did. Just the problem in the book. 19. 1.1 plus the natural log of x squared equals 6. Same idea, x squared, whatever x is, we're going to square it, so we're good. This isn't anywhere near the logarithm. I can subtract it from both sides, and I get 4.9. Then I say x squared equals e to the 4.9, and x then equals plus or minus the square root of e to the 4.9, which is plus or minus approximately 11.588. 20. Wow, this looks complicated. The natural log of x minus 1 over 2. All of that is having the log taken of it, so we can group it all together, equals 4. So then I can say x minus 1 over 2 equals e to the 4th. Then I can say x minus 1 equals 2 e to the 4th. Then I can say x equals 2 e to the 4th plus 1, which approximately equals 110.196. Let me do the next two, and then we can entertain any questions. You got it there, Mr. Walton? Time's up. (21) Natural log of 4r squared. Here we go. We can handle a negative or a positive number here. And that's going to equal 3. So then we get 4r squared equals e cubed. R squared equals e cubed over 4. R equals plus or minus e cubed over 4, which approximately equals plus or minus 2.241. Notice I don't grab the calculator here and start figuring out what e cubed is and rounding. I do it all in one calculation here, and you need to do that because if you start rounding here and then dividing by 4 and rounding some more and then taking the square root, you could be significantly off. So I write it all down, then grab the calculator, then punch it in all at once. Okay? 22. 22 says 2 times the natural log of 2x squared equals 1. 2 is multiplying all this, so I'm going to divide by 2. Natural log of 2x squared equals a half. Then I'm going to say 2x squared equals e to the 1/2. And then I'm going to divide by 2. X squared equals e to the 1/2 over 2. X equals plus or minus the square root of e to the 1/2 over 2, which approximately equals plus or minus 0.908.